What's up, comic comic fans? And it's time for that new comic book day haul plus preview. We got 25-cent books this week, plus we got those new books. We got a fat-o stack, so we're gonna get into them. We're not gonna give you too much information, but we are gonna give you just a little bit, just a little preview of each book. All right, we're gonna get into all these books right after this.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back! Alright, if you like comics, you're in the place to be. Let's start off with those 25-cent books, not 50-cent books this week. We're going to go through them quickly, just to save time, because we've got a lot of books to get through this week. We got Frankenstein, Agent of Shade, #1. I just thought that was a cool book to pick up. It's #1. It's a new 52 book, so we picked that up. We got a Mark Millar book here. We got Ultimate Avengers 3, issue 1, right? All right. Then we got Thor #1, the 3rd printing, right? Donny Cates, Nick Klein. Then we got Thor #5, the 4th printing for 25 cents. All right, we got this beauty, Sin City, Lost, Lonely, and Lethal by Frank Miller. All right, nice little Sin City book. All right, and then if that wasn't good enough, we've got Ruins, book 1 of 2. I think this is like a $10 book in mint condition. This book is not nearly that mint. Warren Ellis book. Nice, or interesting artwork, to say the least, inside. So this was, I think Kurt Busiek also worked on this book. All right, anyway, we got a Mike Straczynski book, or Michael J. Straczynski, right? And this is Sidekick issue 1 for a quarter. I thought that looked cool. We got Deathlock #2. We've got Razor and She #1. This is for mature readers. I mean, there really isn't anything too graphic in here except, you know, people getting blown up and cut up with swords, but it's all black and white. Cool book, I thought. We got Lobo #0. All right, we got Wetworks Rebirth #1. This is a wraparound cover. Who doesn't like wraparound covers for $1? We got Dooms 4, issue #1. And in case that wasn't enough, we got Dooms 4, issue #1/2 from Wizard. Complete with that Ultra Pro case it came in that they used to mail it in. And it's got that certificate of authenticity. And then last but not least, we've got Blood Brothers Prelude Bloodstrike #1. This is a glow-in-the-dark cover. Blood splattered, glow-in-the-dark cover. Pretty cool. These were all books for a quarter. For a quarter, I don't think you complain too much about those books. All right. Let's get into this week's books. First off, we got a 2nd printing. We got Mary Jane and Black Cat #1. I just like the cover, so I picked it up. That was a cover buy. We've got Marauders #11. To be honest with you, I have not read a Marauders book in the last 5 or 6 issues, so I might be dropping it soon. They've had some Peach Momoko covers. This one isn't, but I still like the cover on this, so we stick with it for now. Now we have Hulk #12. Donny Cates comes back. Ryan Otley did the last one, and I think before that somebody else had written the issue. This one was kind of co-written by Otley and Donny Cates, but in this issue you have, I don't know what you would call them. You have the gamma irradiated beings on the planet that Hulk's on, trying to remove the tech from him. They're trying to get Hulk to be more Hulk and less Bruce Banner. At the same time, in the mind, you have Titan starting to make his presence felt and take over. So Titan is starting to make a comeback there. Don't call it a comeback. Spider-Man #5. This is actually maybe one of my favorite of this Spider-Man series. I haven't been in love with it, all right? But as we know in this, well, if you've been reading the series, they have this totem knife that when a spider person gets stabbed with it, they're just erased from existence. But that does not mean they fail to exist. All right, Peter Parker still exists. Spider-Man Peter Parker does not. But what happens is Peter Parker gets stabbed with it, and basically he finds a new path. Cindy Moon Silk becomes kind of the main Spider-Man, and Peter Parker becomes her like tech person, right? Making tech for all those adventures that Silk goes on. So basically, yes, they get stabbed. The spider person fails to exist, so there's no more Peter Parker Spider-Man, but there's still Peter Parker, and there is Silk. All right, let's keep the ball rolling. We got Murder World, Moon Knight, #1. All right, so the group of 4, they finally break into the TV studio out of Murder World. They confront Arcade, except it's a LMD, right? Life model decoy, kind of blows up. Plans go awry, and you got this really funny version of Moon Knight running around. They don't have much on Moon Knight because he doesn't talk much, so he's going around trying to murder people. Fun comic, Murder World. You know, not for the kids, but if you like these Hunger Game-ish type books, go ahead and grab that. Voices, Wakanda Forever #1, an anthology series. Got a bunch of different stories, old Black Panthers, new Black Panthers, Shuri as Black Panther, and a new Black Panther in this one. This is the variant cover C, right? And that's got the last Black Panther, if you will, suit, but it's not really the last Black Panther. Spoiler. All right, Lost in No Space, Star Wars #31. All right, our gang is stuck in no space. I think I wrote this down because a lot of people. Okay, you got Amelin, Hodor, Leia, Landau, Chewbacca, Lobot, and Luke, all stuck in no space, which is also the Kazaret colony. They were searching for supplies. You know, the rebels are running out of fuel. This no space place they found had a lot of fuel. Now they're stuck there and they're trying to find their way out. And the guys there are like, listen, there's no escape from the Kazaret colony. Not that we don't want you to escape, there just isn't. So you gotta live with that fact and come be part of the society and pull your weight. So that's pretty much where they are now. They figure it's about 6 to 8 months, I think, before they're allowed to even try anything. So, Nightcrawlers #1. Part of the Sins of Sinister series. Probably my favorite entry into this series. All right. You have Mother Righteous capturing all these Nightcrawler crossbred clones, and they all have like a personality. They're all a little bit childish. They all want to do good, and they're the only beings that Sinister's mind infection can be broken from. So they're going around collecting these guys and using them to kind of stop Sinister. But as it is, Mother Righteous is a clone of Sinister, so I'm sure she has her own machinations for what she's using Nightcrawlers for. But it's a very good book. Love it. All right, I Am Batman #18. This is the last in John Ridley's I Am Batman series. Comes to an end. I haven't read it yet. Usually if you see my flap up, means I haven't read the book yet. So we'll get to that. This is Batman 131. This is a second printing. This is the first cover appearance of the Red Mask. If you're not reading Batman, basically Batman's been sent to a different Gotham, another dimensional Gotham, and he's kind of trying to become the Batman of that Gotham, right? Every Gotham needs a Batman, I guess. Lazarus Planet, Dark Fate. This is just a collection of stories that are, leading into other series, right? So you have this Lazarus event, and all these different things are happening. So you got Huntress in here. You got Xanthi, forget her name. Looks like the DC's version of Swordmaster. I don't know, but she's like a mythical type of person, can fight spirits and all that other stuff. Just a lot of cool stories in here. Check it out. The Huntress one was actually kind of brutal, but they're good. They're just, rolling out into other series coming out. All right, next up, we got Danger Street. And this is good. Tom King's doing a good job. And you have Darkseid kind of trying to figure out how to, prolong the... Just seems to be like there's an end happening here. End of everything. And I don't know how to explain it without ruining it, but just a lot of good stuff happening. You got the lady cop on the trail of the blue hero that, killed one of the kids in the town. There's a lot happening there, guys. You got the green team. I don't think they really make an appearance in this book. Not very long, anyway. Just a lot. And it's good. It's a cool book. Very good. Very well written. This is Nightwalkers by Cullen Bunn. This is, I think it's Aftershock. Right? Source Point Press. Not Aftershock, sorry. This is issue 2. This is the B cover. I haven't read it yet. Issue 1 was really good, though, so as soon as we're done here, I'm probably going to read this. Then I'll finish off. We got Gunslinger. This is 16. This came out a while ago, but this is David Mack cover, and I just got it now because the original one came in damaged. And you got Gunslinger number 17. And Gunslinger is just... He runs into the Speedster. The Speedster's after the same guy that he's after, and basically they're trying to work together while also wanting to take out the same guy. So, little hilarity there. You got Grim number 8, all right, and basically the Grim Reaper's Gun. Main character in this book has to become the Grim Reaper. She doesn't want to. Nobody can die. That's another big thing. So people are just suffering, and Grim Reaper banished the End, which is kind of the creature that brings an end to everything, to hell. And now, in order for people to die again, right, we've got to take a trip to hell and bring back the End. So, sacrifice for what? I don't know. Because people need to die. All right. House of Slaughter, number 12. Jolie, who's here, she's part of the House of Butcher. They call it the Butcher House. Right? Not quite sure if she's a bad guy or a good guy, but Jace, who's in this book, has been saving these kids, keeping them in the forest, keeping them safe, and kind of making a family for them, since a lot of them have lost their families due to these monsters, right? One of them gets separated, has fights a monster, whatever, gets saved by Jolie. It seems like Jace doesn't like Jolie for some reason, but Jace originally saves Jolie early in their life, so it looks like they're coming to a clash, to a head there. And then last but not least, my favorite indie book, maybe my favorite book of the week, just well written, really good art. I like where the stories goes. It's called The Last Barbarians. And it's just a really good book. I'm forgetting the main character's name right now, but she basically has to save, you have to join a guild in this world to amount to anything, right? So now we have this talk on class structures or whatever. But anyway, jack of all trades is this barbarian. Doesn't really want to choose any one thing, but basically gets kicked out of the apartment, needs money, takes a job from this sketchy cleric, and we're gonna go from there. She also has a brother who's like 7'6" and was made dumb by some sorcerer, so who wrecked her life. So it just seems like a really cool book. Plenty of cool covers, by the way. This is the cover A, but there's some dope covers out for this book. So if you're into like fantasy, but like not like hardcore fantasy, like there's some fun to this book, then you might want to check out The Last Barbarians. All right, comic fans, that was my haul, plus a little review there, little previews of each book. There was a lot of books this week, so that's why we did that. And we had some 25-cent books, all right? So if you like comics, hopefully you're in the place to be. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. Go ahead and throw me a thumbs up and comment down below, all right? Comic fans, do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to get ready for next week's books. Peace. What's up,